hot mess this morning. I don't even have the music playing. I'm running late. There we go. Let's get some music. And I'm trying to figure out a bunch of stuff, which I should have done beforehand. But happy Sunday morning. Give me a second here. Oh, man. It is February 12th. We have the Super Bowl coming up later today. And for those who may not know, it is Luthien's birthday. So check the title of the stream, Luthien. Happy birthday. And the title of the stream should be updated for you as well. So let's see what else we got going on here. Give me one moment. So I was trying to set up something for the Super Bowl. We'll talk about that in a moment. Oh, Luthien, sorry, I was able to pop into your birthday stream last night for a bit, but I was out, and I wanted to send you a pack for your birthday. So thank you for reminding me to do that now, because it's your actual birthday. So this is for you. Please don't give it away. I know you were being super generous yesterday. So let me go ahead and send that now. Luthien's 12. And then we'll start the stream and get ready for everything we got going on today. Can you guys hear me okay? I had some connection issues. I don't know, all that fun stuff. Oh man. All right, so I'm still on my first coffee. I only drink 1 cup of coffee a day. No, that's a lie. I only drink 1 cup of real coffee a day. After that, I switched to decaf just because I don't want my brain to be buzzing the entire time. So, good morning, Brian. Good morning, Lapsus. What's happening? Good morning, Harris. Let's go. Gathering the Magic's in the house. How are we all feeling today? It's Luthien's birthday, so everybody should be in a good mood, right? And you are most welcome, Luthien. We just love you from the community, or as part of the community. So how was the rest of your stream last night? I was listening in, but then I just kind of had it open with no volume. I was trying to actually, it doesn't really matter. I'm not even using my channel points, but I just wanted to be there to get your viewer numbers up. See, this is important. See, Luthien said she's completely switched to decaf, and I sleep better now. So I did this actually almost 2 years ago. Excuse me, almost 2 years ago. It was great. I was really liking it. It was a very difficult transition, and I just realized how much of a drug caffeine is. Now, what's funny is that for like the first, most of my life, actually, I should say, I did not drink coffee. So it's like it became something that I started doing regularly in 2019 only. And yeah, it's been a little messy. I haven't been able to kick it. I just get too used to it because I like the way that I'm just immediately sharp in the morning. But I recognize that it's a drug. Malden, are we just gonna battle? Let's do it. Let's go. Ooh, this should be fun. Oh, no dragon. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's pretty sweet. We get a free Grandmaster Wraith, so we can save on the mana. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, see, this is where it gets a little tricky. See, I always struggle with this because it's like if I throw this dude in, then for sure, I'm gonna waste a potential resurrect on him. So you know what? We're actually going to underplay this. I'll see how it goes. Good luck. Oh, coming in with freaking Myler. Congrats on the level 6 Myler. Oh, I forgot we could even use gladiators. What? I'm so I'm so out of the mix here. All right, well, let's I think I still can get this though. Yeah, yeah, take that. Oh, wait. Oh, this should be interesting actually. All right, earthquake hidden. Oh, oh no. I really need to get that bloodlust in. Oh, clutch. We're going to get the bloodlust in. Let's freaking go. Oh, but so are you. Oh no, big miss. Big miss by Cora. That was lovely. I think we can take this now. And take that back. And then she won't be able to get it. Ouchie. Oh wow, she'd been missing a ton. Oh, that was a very disappointing that was a very disappointing performance by Yakora, I will say. Uh, all right, hold on one second. Boom, 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 boom. Good game, good game. I know the percentages show up there, but those percentages can be super wrong sometimes. Uh, so actually, you know where they're always wrong? It's with the newer cards. So like whenever I use Astral Entity, for example, that'll be the only time where I'll see like, oh, I have a 0% chance of winning, and then I crush it, and I'm like, oh, okay, Astral Entity is not that bad then. Hey, Gathering, I bought a Narder's ring earlier today. I hope it doesn't drop very soon. Is a Narder's ring? That's Splinter Forge, right? God, I'm totally slacking on that game. Luthien, are you playing that game? Are you playing Splinter Forge a lot? Carlo87, welcome. I do steal a sip or two of Baron's caffeinated coffee every morning, but yeah, other than that, it's decaf. No, I switched to completely decaf for a while, and then people thought that I was like some kind of serial killer because the coffee culture is well, let's just say I'm not a big fan of like coffee culture. that'll get me canceled, right? But yeah, I don't know. It's like I just don't like the way some people who are like super aggressive about coffee go with it. Like I'll tell you right now, you know what I'm drinking? In my Papa Bear cup, I drink instant coffee because I don't care. It's all about the caffeine. Oh, even better. I drink instant black coffee. All right. So clearly it's not because I'm just enjoying the taste. I'm an addict and it's a known addiction that I'm just trying to manage at this point. And I actually would love to get back to a place where I'm drinking only decaf again. But it's like the slide to the withdrawal becomes too much. So it took me like a month last time to like I would like make a cup of coffee in the morning, and if I'm putting like a spoonful, again, I'm using instant, right? So if I put like a spoonful of regular coffee, I would slowly start to shift like, okay, one 3/4 of a spoonful of regular and 1/4 of decaf, then half and half, and then slowly make it all the way. But yeah, bought it from a friend. It's around 200,000 Forge right now. Wow. I offered some 150k Forge earlier. All right, I've played a little bit, not too much. I'm drinking my free birthday Starbucks latte right now. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I mean, you throw sugar in there like Starbucks or what's that called? Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, I'll drink that, but I don't. That's the thing. I don't. I don't know. I like sipping something warm. So actually, what I have started doing in the evenings now, I've been messing around with a bunch of different teas. So I think I finally found one that I like. When I was feeling under the weather or last week or 2 weeks ago, I was just drinking this like organic ginger tea, and it was awesome. And it was just perfect. It gave me like something to sip on. It like cured how you get well, at least for me, I have such a sweet tooth, right? So I have a sweet tooth and I don't eat sugar, but it's just like I always have a sweet tooth. So it just satisfies that dessert craving for me. Because I'll limit my like cheat days to once a week usually. So today's my cheat day, which I'm super excited about. I could have had the fancy coffee with a creamer and 10 pounds of sugar. Um, but I'm gonna save my additional calories for the Super Bowl later. Do some like wings and pizza and whatever other kind of I don't even know what what other kind of foods are gonna be there. All I know is gonna be like wings, pizza. I'm in charge of bringing the nachos, so see how it goes. Icy Flow never drinks coffee. Well done, man. I find that to be impressive. Mainly because that used to be me, and I want to get back to it. Now no sugar from me, just soy milk. Thanks, Icy. Got my silver account up to gold 1. Never been this high before. Nice. Hey, is this in wild or modern? Gathering the Magic. This is fascinating to me because we are still, even with a lower amount of bots, we'll call it, which I think is a lie. I think it was a lie we all told ourselves. Let's refresh this. Excuse me. Yeah. So you can see the battles are back up. You can see the players are back up. Daily active users, I should say. Daily active players. We're not quite above the 200K that we were averaging since the beginning of the year. We're now in like the high 160s, 170s maybe. Yeah. So interesting. Tea, check out Lapsang Sucheng. It is smoky tea, pretty wild. Oh, interesting. All right. I will give that a look. That sounds good. I love tea. Now I'll be real. Like I love I love chai, right? I love tea, traditional like Indian tea or South Asian tea. But that's usually filled with like milk and sugar too. But I am trying to explore with some other teas. I used to try to drink like chamomile tea at night before sleeping, but then it just became too much of a burden to set up as a habit. You're welcome. Hello, everyone. I'm going to eat pizza in your honor today. Yeah, let's go. Everybody eat pizza today, just for Luthien. I just opened 12 Chaos Legion pack. Got 3 legendary cards. Woohoo! Was one of those packs one of the ones that I sent you? Because then I'll feel good. Wild. Oh wow! So you're leveling up in Wild and playing at a full league above where your deck is capable. It just makes me look at this and be like, oh, why aren't people setting up more alt accounts? Right? We are the bots now, so why not bot more?
I don't know.
I wasn't talking to you, Siri. That was really creepy. Not cool. Nice Liberty guy. I think a lot of people eat pizza today since it's Super Bowl. No, they're eating it for your birthday. All right, Luthien. Super Bowl what? Like I don't even know what's going on. Coffee only is a transport for the brain. For brain octane, C8 MCT oil supercharges your neurons. Oh man, Brandon, I used to have this crazy morning routine where I would just put this, similar to what you were saying. I used to put just a crap ton of like nootropics and things within my coffee. I'm trying to remember all the stuff, but MCT oil was a big part of it. Well, MCT oil, I used to do lion's mane, mushroom powder, reishi mushroom powder. There were a couple other things that I would put in there. I don't know if that made me better or worse. I actually can't tell because I haven't been doing it for like 2 years. I was doing it actually the only reason that I started drinking coffee was for that, because for most of my life I had never drank coffee. Then in 2019, even though I'd heard about like was it bulletproof coffee for a while, I started exploring nootropics a little bit more, and so yeah, I started messing around with that. It was awesome, and then like the pandemic hit and I stopped. So I don't know. Can you explain why Super Bowl is a big deal in the US? I thought basketball was your thing. Oh no. I don't even know what's happening in the NBA right now. I love, oh, you're talking about basketball was my thing or basketball is the US's thing? I think both the NFL and the NBA are gigantic brands, but the NBA has done a much better job of being global, and I think that was actually thanks to Michael Jordan. I also think it's thanks to the fact that basketball is just much easier to play and set up, right? Like you will get people into the sport if they can play as young kids, and for football, like all the pads, all the rules, the refs needed, like it's difficult to set that up. That's not something that you can just that's not just something that you can design. I mean, I actually think if you want to add another sport in there, that's why soccer/football, right? So football around the rest of the world is one of the biggest sports because of the fact that you just need a ball, and then you could like use two cones, you could use two jackets to just set up goals, and then everybody gets into it because everybody can play it, right? Now, when you remove soccer or football, when you remove soccer/football, and you look at American football and basketball, well, that same kind of parallel can be drawn where it's just like, it's easier in other parts of the world to set up a basketball hoop, right? You can even like buy one and put it in your bedroom wall and just have fun with it, versus like actually playing a competitive game of football, American football. So I think the NBA has a much larger reach, but within the US, the NFL just dominates. And I think it's for one main reason. Now, for me, my life has gotten progressively busier as I've gotten older, right? I remember back when I was in high school, college, I used to follow sports all the time. I used to live on ESPN. Like, it would just always be on in my apartment during college. Like, it was awesome and I loved it. But as I've gotten older now, there's just too many games in all the other sports. What I love about the NFL is that it's one game a week. It's easy to like design your schedule around it. Like, and like, what was that one movie that made it called like, you're going to go up against the NFL? Like, they literally own a day of the week, right? Which is, obviously they have games now on several other days. But I think to me, I love the game of football. I love the game of basketball playing wise. And I used to play like 3 hours a day throughout my entire childhood and early 20s. But I love the game of football, like watching, because the difference between the NBA and the NFL is that, or the difference between basketball and American football is that American football is truly a team sport. It cannot be dominated by one player, as we've seen with Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and all these, Steph Curry, all these guys who can like do, like incredible feats, right? Which is impressive. But it truly takes a team coming together. And I love the idea of, especially in the playoffs, any given Sunday, or, that term, any given Sunday, it's like, it's either you either show up or you go home. Whereas with the NBA, it's the playoffs is a 7-game series. And what a 7-game series is designed to do is to essentially the better team will move on, because on average over a 7-game series, like the better team will win, right? More often than not. Whereas here you get upsets all the time. And I think that's, what's coming up. Ooh, we're going to have to do something fun for this March Madness, which will be great. So we can set up a bracket. Okay. I was really, really trying. This is part of why I was late. I was trying to set up like one of those prop bets thing for today, where I get you guys all to enter in and make bets on the Super Bowl. But maybe we'll do something like that for March Madness instead. But I don't know where my train of thought was going. So hopefully that answers your question. That was a really long-winded answer. Having my second red velvet cake for dessert tonight. Nice. There you go. Red velvet's my favorite. Super Bowl is a big deal for the commercials and the Puppy Bowl. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I mean, because the Super Bowl has become this event, right? It's a one-time thing. Now all of a sudden, and there's so many eyeballs on it. Because the Super Bowl, it's only one game. It's only, it's America's sport, or whatever you want to call it. It's become this event. So now like big brands will spend crazy amounts of money to create these commercials. And so people who don't even watch the game get together for it, or people who don't even care about football will get together, watch the game, watch it for the commercials, and just, it's become an event rather than something like the NBA Finals, which can be like 7 different games. So, and again, I'm not saying that the NBA isn't any less exciting. I'm just saying I don't follow it as much because it's just too much to follow. Also, the Bulls haven't been good. I'm from Chicago, so I think the last time the Bulls were good were in like the late 90s. Like last year, I think I did watch some of the Bulls games when they were in the playoffs, but meh. I don't own a TV, have not watched the Super Bowl in over 15 years. You're missing out, dude. There's some good commercials. I don't watch sports except hockey. Luthien, I didn't know you were a big hockey fan. Sweet. Oh, one of the facts was from me. Awesome. I only have 2 silver teams, Death and Water. Wait, hold up. So you're able to get into Gold 1 with just 2 maxed silver splinters? That's impressive. That's actually really, really impressive. Lion's Mane and Rishi Powder, that's good stuff. Yeah, I want to get back to it. Hopefully I will at some time. Lion's Mane is awesome stuff, proven to help regenerate neurons. Maybe that's why my brain doesn't feel great. Reminds me, I need to take that supplement today. Yeah, I love putting the Lion's Mane stuff in my coffee every morning because I just felt like even if it was placebo, it was giving me this kind of supercharged focus in my day, which is funny because I feel like since the beginning of the year, I've actually become much more organized. I've taken on a bunch of different projects, and so I've become much more organized, and that's why I'm like, oh, maybe I should just like supercharge so I get my focus, and then I don't end up slipping into Splinterlands and start playing some games. Oh, it's one of the reasons why I have to rent my deck out sometimes because it sucks because it's such a distraction for me, right? I'll like, oh, just one game, just 2 games, and this is why I know that Splinterlands, the card game, is actually a solid game because it's just addictive, right? It's so easy. You just go in, the feedback loop is great, but it becomes such a distraction for me many times, and having the bot there to play isn't enough, right? Having the bot there isn't to play isn't enough. Like I have to like rent my deck out and just be like, oh, well, I don't want to lose rating and I don't want to play with underpowered cards. This kind of sucks. Let me go actually be productive. So good morning. I really love it if I could see all the cards in the game somehow. It should go when I go to items that I don't have fade out. Please ask them. Good morning. I really love if I could see all the cards in the game. Dude, you can. I don't know what you mean by fade out, but if you go to items here, there is an all cards section, and you can see all cards from every set. I mean, they'll be faded out if you don't own them, but you can still see for every edition, every splinter. I don't know. Hopefully that helps. I've never in my 53 years drank coffee. Liberty Guy, you're fascinating. No coffee, no TV. I'm so curious how you spend your time. And actually, here's the thing. I think TV is another huge distraction. And one of the best things that I've been going through right now is the self-awareness to not start a new TV show. In fact, I get this weird I don't want to start a new TV show because even though there's so many great recommendations out there, it's like the idea. I'm like, oh my God, if I'm going to catch up on the show or whatever, it's going to take 50 hours and 4 seasons or, I just look at it that way. So the only thing that I've started recently is Succession on HBO, which has actually been pretty good. So I would say the only shows that I'm actively watching right now are Succession. And I'm just about to finish season 1. So please no spoilers. And The Last of Us. I don't think I'm watching anything else actively right now. I started Better Call Saul last year, and I made it through a season and a half and then stopped. But it's gotten to the point now where I'm trying to negotiate with my family members because I'm just I'm not watching these things. Can we cancel some of these subscription services? I'll pick it back up in a couple months when when schedule is a little bit lighter, and then I'll binge through shows. But yeah, I guess I'm not really watching anything else. And goddamn, hasn't The Last of Us been so good? Is anybody else watching The Last of Us? Oh my gosh, I've never played the game before. I kind of want to now, but that's another one of those things where I'm just I know if I pick it up, it's gonna eat up 10 hours of my life or maybe more. You all are weird with your coffee dependency. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna judge people for drinking coffee for coffee itself, but what really irks me is when people use it. When people use coffee or the lack thereof to be an asshole in the morning, it's just like, oh, I haven't had my coffee yet, so like, don't talk to me, or like, oh, whatever. I'm just like, no, this is actually really who you are. So if you need a drug to be a nicer person, that's essentially what you're saying. And I just shake my head at it. All right, so the cheaper the sport, the more people will play it. Yep, Ahmed, that's exactly where I was going with that. JP, what's going on? JP, how's that Astral Entity treating you? Congrats on winning it again. I like hockey and snooker. I never call it snooker, but that's cool. Never drink coffee. Don't drink anything but water. Never tired in the morning, so I don't need it. That's awesome. That means you sleep well. I don't know what this stream is. We're barely talking about Splinterlands, but I'm having fun. So if you guys are having fun, let's go. Coffee is life. Whoa! All right, we're gonna start a coffee war here. Thanks, Jedi. So Virus is saying football. Yeah, you know what? This is not the official non-Splinterlands stream, but we can take a break. There's nothing happening exciting in the game right now, anyway, is there? Except maybe we're gonna get a tower defense beta soon. That'd be cool. Football came from rugby. Rugby is more popular in other countries. True, but rugby isn't the most popular sport in most countries. And rugby is insane. U.S. football. Interesting. The rise of national football in the 50s corresponds to the rise of international industrial complex and the benefit to distract population from international conflict. Oh, guys, can we talk about the fact that aliens are trending on Twitter and that they're shooting down UFOs all over the U.S.? Wait, if we're going to talk about distractions, can we talk about that? Hold on, is anybody else seeing this? Because I feel like it should be a bigger deal, but it's like I didn't imagine that an alien invasion would be experienced by just seeing alien memes on Twitter. If that is what is actually happening right now. Missing on commercials. We are on different wavelengths. What are you talking about? Who said missing out on commercials? You talking to me? Oh, did I say you're missing out on the Super Bowl? Is that what it is? I mean, I don't watch it for the commercials. I watch it for the game. I like competition. I like to see competition at the highest levels, which is, probably why I like this game, and I like tournament formats and Splinterfest and all that. Okay, so my goal. Gosh, and I don't know where things are at with this, so I'll speak openly about it because I don't know. But I've been trying to figure out when Splinterlands can get like invite only tournaments or like whitelist tournaments, because I want to start creating more stuff here. Like I don't know that we're gonna get like the whole circuit thing that Weirdbeard's been pushing for. It seems like he's going on down the battle pass thing right now, which is great because I want the battle pass. But even if we did get the whole circuit thing, I would want to do something specifically just for people on this channel. And if it's just password protected, the problem is that anybody could get in even if there's just a password. So I don't know when we get whitelist or invite only, but that's something I've been trying to tap into different channels to find out, and I have no idea. How's everyone Soulbound reward card hunt going? Dude, it sucks. I'm averaging like 1 card per 7 chests in Diamond, which is awful. So how do you actually rent out your deck these days? I often consider doing it, but then I remember that all my cards will be in cooldown for 24 hours. I don't think your cards are in cooldown when they come back from rent, are they? At least that hasn't been my experience. Or maybe I just haven't noticed it. I got 1 legendary. Nice, Teresa's Hulk. I haven't gotten a legendary. I've gotten a couple of... I think I've gotten... Oh, actually, I don't know why I'm guessing. It's literally in front of my face. Let's go see what we have. I got some gold foil ones yesterday. This card here, which I thought was cool, because now Death can have Protect. So I think I got 3 of them yesterday. So I was immediately able to jump up to level 3, which is like, max for silver. And then on the regular side, no legendaries. The only epic that I have is this dude. And I think I got like 3 of them. Oh no, only 2 of them. 2 BCX, but then I also got a Noah the Just. I got this one early. And I got 3 or 2 BCX of it as well. I like this card. And then I only have 1 of the Idri Fire. So really what it comes down to, and let's get rid of the gold foils. I only have I have a level 2 of this Bruin Summoner. I only have a level 1. I think I need 1 more BCX for the Water Summoner. Out of all the cards, I probably play the Muskrat the most. Like, I just love throwing him in there to die, especially in, like, poison rule sets or like opportunity rule sets, because I'm just like, yeah, why wouldn't I take Martyr and use that at the higher levels? So he's actually been probably one of my most used cards. Yeah, I can't say I use any of the other ones. I just got Possessed Puppet, but it's still too leveled down for me playing in gold, actually more diamond now. So a lot of these cards are just ones that I wouldn't use. I did use Swamp Splitter the other day because it was like a no healing game. I had a lot of mana, and so I picked Swamp Splitter over Murdali Guardian because then I get some extra damage. So that came in handy. I can't wait for Gobson Bomber because I have no idea how this card is a common. Like, I don't know. To me, this thing is absolutely insane. Once I can get it to gold, it's going to do 9 damage with Pierce. That can't be stopped by Force Field. That's outrageous. So that's like one of the cards that I hope I can level up soon. I got it to level 3 so far. I don't watch TV. Books are my only TV. Only watch when I'm on a treadmill, and it's always something with my kids. That's fun. Got any good recommendations for kid stuff? Finished 8 seasons of House MD last December. Agree, TV shows can be very big distractions sometimes. Yeah, there's like so many shows that like I've heard are great, right? Like, so Succession is another one, or I think everyone's been telling me that it's been awesome, and so yes, I caved. Like, I remember I started it and then I stopped it. I started and then I was like, no, I can't do this. So I started, I stopped it. And then like the next day I was like eating or I was having lunch and I'm just like, you know what? Fine. Let me just go do it. And then it did get me hooked. The Last of Us is excellent. Yes, Virus. It is so good. It is so. Did you play the game? Or actually, I don't know if I asked you this already. Sorry, but yeah, I don't know. To me, even as somebody that hasn't played the game, I just love how faithful the adaptation's been, because I'm actually going through and like searching on YouTube searching different clips or like, what's cutscenes? That's the word. Cutscenes from the game, just to like compare, because people are just like, oh, side by side, they're doing the same auto or dialogue, they're doing a lot of the same scenery. It's just been great. All right, so thanks, guys. I like Splinter Forge more now, just leaving SPL Archmage. Wow. I was just watching a video, one of Tails' videos this morning about Splinter Forge strategies. You know what's so funny is like I'm not playing the game. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm trying to, but I can't remember the last time that I played a game. It might have been like a week ago. Right. So, but Tails posts a video and I go watch it. I'm just like, oh, that's a cool strategy. That's cool. I'm learning so much about this game, but then I don't go play it. So I feel like I'm just missing out. But shout out to Tails. Appreciate the fact that he's covering it. TV takes away from Splinterlands and Splinter Forge. No time for that. No, dude, you can watch while you're playing. That's the best part. House MD is such a great show. Fake alien invasion coming. Is that the only comment that we're going to get about this alien invasion? Come on. I agree. I like House MD so much. Also binge watched that last December. Usually in the winter, like around the holidays, is when I'll like set aside time to catch up on TV shows. And I don't feel like I did that this past winter. Because it's like colder and it's just like, oh, you're staying in more and it's the holidays. Life is a little bit slower. But I didn't. I was just too busy. Which is not a bad thing. So I don't want to say that as a way to complain. The only reason I'm recognizing is because I'm just like, the list of shows that I need to catch up on now continues to grow. House MD was great. Brandon and I watched a long time ago, before we were even married. That show was a while back. Yep. Wow, what league was he in? Yo, what's up, Willa D? Long time no see. I got a legendary green tank. Let's go. Renting cards does not trigger cooldown. Thank you for confirming that, Luthien. I haven't watched live TV in a long time. Instead, getting hooked on old TV series like Bones or Smallville. Nice. Yeah, I don't watch live TV either outside of sports, and really the only sport that I watch would be the NFL. So again, what's nice about that is it's limited to one day. So it's just like Sundays, I'll usually watch the Bears. If there's a good matchup, maybe I'll like tune in for that. But it's different from basketball where it's just like, oh, when's the next Bulls game? Like, when's the next whatever? Like, I don't know. So there's your more American football versus basketball. I did go crazy for the World Cup though. That was awesome. I tried to watch every single game. But I don't know what's going to happen with the MLS now. Meaning, sorry, nothing's happening with the MLS itself, but I'm wondering if once the cards for what's that called? Once the cards for GLG are out, if I'll start watching more MLS games this year. Because there's not as many MLS games. I think they play like 30 something games again versus like 82 in the NBA. So, but I don't have a team. I mean, the Chicago Fire I would probably watch, but I don't know how good they are. Then again, I watched all the Bears games and they sucked. So, soulbound cards are going good with commons and rares. So far, no epics or legendaries. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. Enchanted boxes have all commons, rares, 0 epics, and 0 legendaries. I do have a couple of epics, so I guess I'm Protect for Death. That's legit, right? Isn't it good? Definitely need that. Let me just head to the market to buy. Yep. You're gonna have to earn it like the rest of us, Brandon. So, I think people don't recognize how clutch these soulbound reward cards are going to be in 6 months. And I hope it's not going to be a bad thing where a new player coming in 6 months looks around and says, oh, this is too much of a disadvantage for me, so I'm not going to play. I would hope that they can recognize like, oh, I'm here now and I need to start collecting these cards because 6 months from now, somebody new is going to come in and I'll be ahead of them. I keep getting the same 4 common cards. I don't have the Protect card for Death. Damn, that's a good one. Yeah, the only thing, and I'm, it's not that I don't want gold foils. It's just I don't think I'll be able to get enough to max out gold foils. I'm not leveling my martyr cards as I don't want them to grow past 2 HP to start matches with. You know what's funny? I literally thought the same thing as you. When I started, because I had him at level 1, right? Now I have him at level 3. When I leveled him up to level 2, and I was just like, wait, whoa. Do I want him to have 3 health? I kind of don't, because I like the fact that he dies. I like the fact that he dies in the first turn whenever I'm playing what's that called? Poison rule sets or earthquake rule sets. I'm just like, wait a second, do I want that? And then I was like, you know what? I need to start leveling it up. So I lost that battle with myself. It'll be interesting to see how the YT account grows with soulbound cards. Yes, indeed. We'll check on that soon. Oh, we'll do a giveaway. Maybe today, maybe later this week. But I think the YT account did get a Jared Scar on the final end of season. So there is a card worth giving away. So we'll do that on a death wheel soon. Swamp Soldier is good for range only. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Range only with water. Sorry, range only with either Kalia or Lux. Very clutch. Is bronze difficult? I tried it last year and got my butt kicked. Yeah, I don't mess around with bronze. It's too. I don't know how to say it without sounding like some elitist gold or diamond player, but it's just like once I know which cards have like certain abilities, it's just too hard to like go that far back. I mean, like it's even difficult for me to play in silver because I'm just like I see the rule set, I see the mana cap, and then I immediately reach for cards, and then I have to like check myself because I'm like, oh, it doesn't have that ability yet. Oh, it doesn't have that ability yet, right? And so like bronze is, going from gold to bronze is even worse, or diamond now to bronze is even worse. because it's like, wait, hold on, this like Cursed Wendeku is one of my favorite cards. Doesn't have heal, so I don't know. It's just a different meta. After a really awesome show is Gordimer Gibbons' Life on Normal Street. We just finished that one. It's more for older kids though. All right, no, I still got a young one. I played a little bit of the game Last of Us, but not all the way through. Okay. So I've been watching. I'm one of those people. So see, I don't watch TV, but I do watch like way too much of those YouTube deep dive into TV show. That's usually what I have going on in the background whenever I'm like working or doing something that doesn't require like my ears or my brain. And so what I've been learning from that is like all the different changes from the game to the TV show, and how like the TV show really like expanded upon or enhanced the storyline in many ways. So that's been pretty cool. Showing the corn, Gumo kids. There you go. Excuse me. I've been renting my cards since last September, and I only managed to max out one summoner. Only 8 more to go. You've been renting your card, or you've been renting my card since? Yeah. Okay. Well, you'll get there, man. A super interesting Utopia on Prime video. Shame they only did one season because the premise of a man-made virus in 2020 show is just too real. Oh, wait, is this show actually really good? Or I mean, good? Not really good, but I remember seeing it and it looked interesting. But again, I ran into that whole "do I want to start a new show" type of thing. Jedi Sky Knight, really enjoyed that series. Felt they ended on a high note. Baron, what's going on? Happy birthday by proximity. And I'm sorry, man. I know you DM me the thing for Genopets. I need to get started on that. I've just been so slow, so I apologize, but I will do it. If I can do it today, then I will. But if not, it's going to happen this week. You didn't know that I was live? Yeah, YouTube's trying to get shadow ban me. I'm just saying too many controversial things about Splinterlands. I saw your last video about so many more reward cards than regular cards and packs. Even though that's the case, reward cards are almost always more useful. Or am I biased? I mean, there's powerful cards that I think are going to change the meta. Sorry, there are powerful cards that change the meta coming from reward cards. That's for sure. But you can't deny that there's a lot of cards also within Chaos Legion itself. I mean, hell, there's a lot of cards when Rift Watchers came out that are just like, they became super meta cards. And there's cards that are soulbound reward cards now that will change the meta once people get them to the higher levels. Another season, 2 days out. 0 players in Champion 1. It's crazy. Oh, that is interesting. Shows the challenge increasing rank when there are not enough good match opponents. True. JP, I've been sick with fever, not playing much. We'll check the card surely. We'll begin watching The Last of Us from today. Like to watch 3 to 4. Yeah, binge watcher. Yeah, I mean, well, I think we're halfway through the season now. I think it's 9 episodes, and we just finished 5. And I can tell you with confidence that I have enjoyed each episode. It's like there hasn't been a bad episode. There have been great episodes, but there has not been a bad episode. So 2 more days till end of season. We'll be hyped to open that many chests. Yes, I'm excited for that too. I don't know how many reward chests I have, but it's been a very disappointing time for me with the dailies. So I'm hopeful that the RNG will catch up for me when we get to the RNG will be better for me when we get there. I don't get notifications you are live either, even though I have it set to. I don't know what to tell you guys. Sorry. I mean, it's not me, but I guess it's just YouTube. Is it the little bell icon that everybody always tells people to check? Is that what you mean by notifications? Hope I can get the 1 in 3 average for cards and chests for my bronze account. Only pulling 17% per chest. Yeah, I don't feel like I've been getting the average either. Nor have I been getting anything good. You know what has been funny though? Just a little bit of an observation here. Is I still have my potions are still increasing, so I'm still getting way more potions than I'm using for the reward chests. So my whole thesis that potions might become a DEC sync, I think that is just ultimately going to be wrong. So I love The Witcher as a show. Oh, that was good too. There's only been like 2 seasons of it, right? And now they're gonna get now they're gonna get rid of Henry Cavill, or he's gonna do something else. Hold up. What the hell just happened to my screen? Did it just go black for you guys? That was weird. All right, whatever. I think we're back now. All right, a good kid shows Phineas and Ferb. I actually enjoy watching that show. All right, cool. 61 gold chests at the moment. All right, so you're at 61 gold chests. I'm at 44 diamond chests. I think we're going to need to compare, Kevin, because I'm so curious to know if I should just be staying in gold and dominating gold, or if I should actually be moving up. YouTube hates you. You know why? It's because I don't play YouTube's game. They want me to try to get you guys to like videos, or to smash that like button, and to hit subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I tell people not to. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's just a game. They're just trying to suck you in for more. For kids, my daughter loves Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is solid track record there. I also have notifications on. Don't get them. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I guess it's good that I have like somewhat of a regular schedule. You just gotta like tune in on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. See if I generally tend to go live. Okay, so I generally will try to go live anywhere between 9:30 my time and 10:30 my time. So that's gonna be Central US. It just depends on what the morning looks like, and then it also depends on what the post or afternoon looks like. So for example, today I have a hard stop, so I tried to go. When did I go live? Oh my god, I went live like an hour ago. Jeez, this time is flying. So I'll probably have a hard stop in about an hour. I got a gold foil fire summoner last night. Nice, awesome. Witcher was the best. Cavill's doing Warhammer, dude. I really really wanted him to continue with Superman. I was so bummed that they're like changing all the stuff at not DEC, but DC. And I don't know about you. You're probably gonna judge me, but I actually liked the Snyderverse. So I wanted them to continue doing it, and I really felt like all the studio interference messed just with the entire vision. And it's just like, I'm not saying that it was perfect, right? Like the Martha scene, yeah, okay. It's not great, but I love the different take on superheroes. I love something that was like dark, gritty, compared to Marvel. Like I love Marvel, but I wanted something different. And I think DC or Warner Brothers just totally, like, they just saw the negative reactions to that and then, completely flipped out. I'm glad that they allowed him to complete the Snyder cut because of Justice League, because it was so much better than the original Justice League. It was so much better. But I would have loved to see that world get played out too. And it's like, I don't know. It just sucks. I thought Ben Affleck was a great Batman. I thought Henry Cavill was a great Superman. And the thing is, people said that he was like too much, they said that Superman's supposed to be like this beacon of hope, this beacon of whatever. He shouldn't be like brooding and, sad and depressed. And I was just like, the approach that Snyder took of like deconstructing the superhero and then showing his journey, I'm like, isn't that what we all want? Like, why are people so upset? Whatever. I'll get off my soapbox, because I know there's a lot of people who are very anti Snyderverse and all that. But I enjoyed it. For one, I enjoyed it. I wish they had continued it. The thing is, I enjoyed Peacemaker too, which was James Gunn's thing. So I'm curious to see what happens with DC now. But I'm just sad that we couldn't get that version of the characters played out, even just for a couple of movies. They didn't need to do like 5 phases like Marvel's doing. But if we had just gotten what is it, like Justice League 1, and then they had like a Justice League 2 and 3 kind of mapped out. If we just gotten that, which would have been out by now and done, that would have been awesome. But that is life, I suppose. What did people think of the new Batman last year? Batman or the Batman? I wonder if getting more gold chests is better than getting diamond. I'm also at around 40 diamond chests right now, but for gold I could potentially get 70 to 80. Yeah, see, this is what I'm gonna mess around with. I mean, I like diamond, but I like playing at the higher levels, but I'm also less competitive. Like I can stay near the top of gold the entire season, get to the top of gold, and then stay at the top of gold for most of the season, I think. So I don't know. This is my 3rd season champion chest, and it has been underwhelming so far. That is so fascinating. I think I'm gonna. So Darkest Night was helping me out. Shout out to Darkest Night. He was helping me out. He gave me a couple cards this season to try to help me get to Diamond 1 faster. And it's not that I think the cards haven't helped. I think the competition has just been much more difficult. As Brandon was saying, like nobody's even made it into Champ 1 yet. So, I've just been stuck here in Diamond 2, even though I have some other max cards that I normally don't have as part of my deck, right? Or I only have like gold cards. Got to open my daily rewards and upload. See ya. Best scene of The Witcher, the part where Gerald called that fire mage. I don't remember that scene, Kevin. There were a lot of cool scenes of The Witcher, though. Snyder Cut was cool. I like the dark stuff, but I'm not big into DC. But I wasn't even big into Marvel before Marvel started doing like all of their characters, which now obviously I'm into a little bit more. I mean, I was never a big Superman guy. I was more into Batman, and I mean, a lot of that was shaped by the Dark Knight trilogy in the mid to late 2000s. I mean, that was just so well done. And I kind of wish, man, I really wish that they had just brought Christian Bale back. Like it would have been, I mean, Ben Affleck actually played a great Batman, but it would have been awesome for them to just build on that, right? Like all of that happens, and then you have Man of Steel in 2013, and all of a sudden, like the Christian Bale Batman's like, holy crap, like aliens exist, and then he has to deal with that after fighting like League of Shadows and whatever. That would have been cool if they had just, continued there, but what can you do? I'm waiting for $150 vouchers. You haven't moved up, State of Survival. We've been at 150 for a while. I think you're getting bearish now. Snyder Cut was better and forward looking to new universes like Marvel, but too many messed up now, so they reboot. Yeah. Oh, you'd love Bale as Batman. Return. Love the Tri-Series of Batman. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm glad that we can always go back and look at that, or watch it. I do wonder, and I don't mean to say this, or I don't mean to say this with any kind of disrespect, but like I personally like look at The Dark Knight as one of, probably one of my favorite movies of all time, and I look at Heath Ledger's portrayal of Joker as one of the best performances ever, right? Like he was just so awesome in that movie. And so where I'm going with this is, had he not, unfortunately passed away, would our perception of that movie have been different, right? If he had not passed away and then maybe come back in a third movie, and we don't know how that third movie was going to be, like so much of like, I think the emotion, at least for me, when it comes to that movie, was the fact that like he passed away, and it was just like, that's kind of like the final performance you get, which is a great performance in a great movie, And again, I don't know. It's just something I think about, because it is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. So I wonder, had things been different, would it not be one of my favorite movies of all time for any reason? How much of it was like mythologized and romanticized because of the fact that there was this emotional trauma that was associated with the movie. You know what I'm saying? So I could screenshot my gold chest so we can compare against your diamond chest. You don't have to screenshot. We'll probably be able to go into like one of those services and see like how we did. But yeah, let's do it. Let's compare, because you might convince me to drop down to gold. Oh, well, you might convince me to stay in gold all next season, and then it'll be the season after that I'll get gold season chests. I just stretch out the diamond for EOS chests. Usually get gold one with a low gold deck. Well, so here's the thing. I'm at 44 diamond chests right now, and I've been playing a significant amount of the season at low diamond. I don't know if I would be at 44 diamond chests if I stayed at high gold. I don't know what the R-share breakdown will be. I haven't seen any of the Batmans ever. Well, I would say you're missing out, but there's a bunch that were kind of weird. Actually, maybe it's just Batman and Robin. The original Batman were cool too. Well, so when I say original, the Michael Keaton Batman. But I don't know. To me, nothing really beats the Dark Knight trilogy. And you know what's crazy? I know that I just said the Dark Knight is one of my favorite movies of all time. This is gonna sound super contradictory, right? The Dark Knight is one of my favorite movies of all time, emotionally. But like, just objectively speaking, I actually think Batman Begins is a better movie than The Dark Knight. I think as an origin story, it shows like the whole billionaire to homeless bum to, not homeless bum, but like criminal to League of Shadows. Like, it shows that so perfectly well, and just captures like every beat of it is perfect. The way that it's designed, the way that it's cut, the way that it's filmed with the flashbacks. Like, to me, it is objectively one of the best Batman movies out there. And again, I say The Dark Knight is my favorite because it has Heath Ledger and one of the best performances of Joker. But objectively, I think one of the best Batman movies ever was Batman Begins. So, Dark Knight, yep. Now You Tripping Joker was ill no matter what happened outside the movie. Fair enough. I'd like to think so. I agree. His performance was insanely good. It had nothing to do with the fact that he passed away. Like, okay, so again, this is not about Heath Ledger, right? But like, it's one of the things where because everything was just captured in that moment. Like, what if you saw Heath Ledger now, and Heath Ledger was like on the opposite side of you and your views, right? And this whole like cancel culture that we've seen over the past we'll call it like five maybe even 10 years, and you get what I'm saying, right? Like, there's this, it's perfect because it comes from that movie, and I think this is why I think about it, right? Because it's like you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain, right? So again, I'm not saying that Heath Ledger was a bad guy or that he would go on to do bad things. In fact, I think the opposite. I feel like that probably would have catapulted his career into even more awesome roles and opportunities. Because before that, remember, he was doing a lot of these like rom-coms, and I still loved him as an actor. I thought he was a fun actor. What was I remember watching like The First Night or something. Yeah, First Night or something. Like, I don't know. It was just like he was doing these like fun movies, but it would have been awesome to see his progression. It's just, I wonder if the world would have been cruel in a certain way. 31 EOS diamond chests at the moment. I do believe gold competition is a lot easier than diamond. And with your cards, you would be able to get 15 daily chests. Yep. A Knight's Tale. That's what it was. Yes. A Knight's Tale. Thank you, Luthien. Dark Knight is one of my favorites of all time. It was just so well done. Really made me appreciate Christopher Nolan as a storyteller, because then not that I wouldn't have watched it, but Inception and Interstellar were two like phenomenal movies. Even The Prestige, right? So I was just like, I looked at his catalog and I'm just like, this guy, I don't say he doesn't miss, because he did Dunkirk, and I don't know, Dunkirk was good. What do people think of Dunkirk? In fact, hold on. Actually, what do people think of Tenet? Nolan. Let's see his movies. I want to go to his filmography. Oh yeah, I mean, going all the way back to Memento, guys. Oh yeah, I mean, this will probably date me, but I'm sure many people here probably watch Memento. I never watched Insomnia, but Memento, Batman Begins, The Prestige, The Dark Knight, Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, which it was a good capper. It wasn't great. Interstellar, and then I remember watching Dunkirk, and maybe I just didn't get it the first time. Maybe I'll have to rewatch it. But Tenet was fun. Tenet was, again, it's just like these super outside the box sci-fi. Yeah, we'll say sci-fi kind of like ideas. It just makes you think. Luthien Too Young, no. I thought you're A Knight's Tale. Oh, yeah. Something I'm trying to remember. Yeah, A Knight's Tale was fun to watch, even after several rewatch. Yeah, it's just a fun movie because it's like it doesn't take like the period piece of that. It's like college or not? What? Yeah, college high school kids today. It's like college high school kids today just dressing up and doing a version of that. It wasn't like trying to be a period piece, in my opinion. Or it was a period piece, but it wasn't trying very hard to be a period piece. Murph in Interstellar. Murph. Yeah, that was a good one. Interstellar was so good. Yeah. I'm a big sci-fi fan, and I feel like I have run out of really good sci-fi stuff. The Expanse ended. I don't know what else. The Expanse ended. Yeah, there's like nothing good sci-fi to watch right now. Like, what are the top sci-fi things you guys are watching? Because maybe that's what it is. Like, none of these shows like draw me in. I mean, sure, Last of Us, I guess, is considered sci-fi. Happy birthday to us. Wait, it's your birthday too, Kahoy. Let's go. And Weird Beard. I'll have to shoot him a message. I'm gonna eat pizza in all of your honor. Actually, you know what? I can't even guarantee that. I don't know if this Super Bowl party is gonna have pizza. I thought they were, but no. If not, I'm just gonna have to go buy some myself. Eat a whole pizza by myself. Luthien, yeah, we've talked about The Expanse. So I've seen all of The Expanse multiple times. In fact, recently when I was bored, I wanted to restart watching it from the beginning. Here, let me put it this way. But I haven't read. We talked about this because I haven't read the books, and I don't want to read books 7 through 9, even though I know they're good, because I'm hoping that they still find a way to do. I'm hoping that they still find a way to do those movies, or they're able to adapt it to film or TV in some way. The thing is, I'll be honest with you. The first 3 seasons of The Expanse, some of the best television out there. Like, in fact, like I think this Expanse would probably be. I always tell people The Expanse is my second favorite show. My first one is oddly enough not a sci-fi show, but it was just one of the best shows I've ever watched. See, like when it went to Amazon, I was grateful, but I also feel like it just took a step down in quality in some areas. Like they were, especially like season 5 and 6, they really got away from what I thought was more interesting, right? Like the exploration of the alien technology and all that, and it became much more focused on the people, which is fine. Like at the core of every story is like the people who are in it. But yeah, season 5 and season 6 were just meh. And then season 6, you could tell like they were given 6 episodes just to wrap it up, and they did the best they could. Super Bowl party with no pizza? That's no Super Bowl party? I don't know. I'll have to make sure. I have to see what was on the guest or what was on the list to bring. Me too. I absolutely love sci-fi. Watching Lost in Space. Lost in Space was good. I haven't seen it. The books are phenomenal. You should read them. I know, but I'm not much of a book reader, and I love seeing things in film, or live action. So I don't want to like ruin it for myself. Even though I know I should read the books, but my hope is that once they are able to do like movies or whatever, then I'll like go back and read the books. The first Matrix is still one of my favorite movies. Yes, mainly because of the story and the idea. The action is good too. It was brilliant. I mean, it was brilliant. It was so genre defining in many ways, because the idea was, I mean, I don't know if it was original, but it was the first time that kind of idea was done as well as it was. And then you take the action sequences, the slow-mo, special effects, like it was great. Have you looked at the 10-cent version of 3 Body? It's free on YouTube, but you have to read subtitles. I don't even know what 3 Body is. I was disappointed in the last season of The Expanse because it deviated so much from the books and left loose threads. Yeah, well, hopefully they can tie those up with a new movie or show. I don't know. Thanks, Luthien. It's almost a month. I didn't play Splinterlands. Oh, you need to get back in. Breaking Bad, best TV show in history. All talk about now is what is second best. Oh, you know what's funny? I forgot about Breaking Bad. But no, Breaking Bad is actually not my favorite TV show. Oh man, it would actually be hard to rank my favorite TV shows of all time. I feel like this is an exercise I should just do for the fun of it. But Breaking Bad would definitely be top 5, top 10. No, maybe top 5. Phenomenal performances. Jesse Pinkman. You drink beer while watching me. I'll take that as a compliment, I think. I don't know. I drink coffee and water while talking to you. If that means anything. All right, did we go through all? Oh, there's a new Christopher Nolan movie coming out this year. Oppenheimer. In July. Ooh, this got a star-studded cast. Wow. See, like, this is okay. You know what I think it is about Dunkirk? Like, Dunkirk was sorry, let me put it this way. It's not that I didn't like Dunkirk. I visually, and the way that he set up the movie was interesting. But it didn't push you, it didn't challenge you, it didn't bring any like original ideas in the way that The Prestige, Inception, and Interstellar did, right? Like, it didn't just challenge a lot of that stuff. It was very grounded. And so I actually think Oppenheimer is going to be the same. So I guess I'm not that excited about it. Seems more like a biography of Oppenheimer and his contributions to the Manhattan Project, which again will probably still be will still be a good movie, but I don't know if it'll be a great movie in terms of what I like in the hierarchy of Christopher Nolan's filmography. Game of Thrones would have been best if not for the last season downhill. Yeah. Well, it wasn't just the last season. I feel like when they really started deviating from the books, I mean, season 7 and 8 were. I mean, they had moments of greatness, but for the most part, they were pretty trash. Season 6, I think, is where it started to get weird for me. I think that's where they started deviating from the book. And then you just started questioning some of the motivations, some of the things, and I don't know. But they say like seasons 1 through 4 of Game of Thrones, phenomenal TV. You know what's been great though? I did watch House of the Dragon when that came out last year. and I went in thinking that the baggage of the ending of Game of Thrones would ruin it for me, but it felt very, very much akin to season 1 Game of Thrones. And so I really enjoyed it for that, and I'm excited to see where they go. I hope they don't mess it up. I blame it on the showrunners who like took some Disney money and wanted to leave, but yeah, it gave me very like so because I was watching it live, and then my brother texted me like months later. Okay, because I was telling him, I'm just like, oh, I'm watching it, you should watch it too. But we both felt the same way about like the end of Game of Thrones. And then he texted me like months later and was just like, dude, House of the Dragon is actually really good. I'm like, I told you. And he's like, I didn't think it would be good. I'm like, I told you. Like, just go watch it. It gives like season 1 vibes. It's very good. All right. They were going to kill Jesse off in the first season, but Jesse and Walter's dynamic was just too good to get rid of. Yeah. No, Jesse was great. Jesse was really, really great. I really like the media that makes you think. I really only care for media that has parallels to reality and has something valuable and applicable you can take away other than just experience. I'm curious to know, Baron. Well, okay, so actually, can we do a little experiment here? And there's no like, it's just sorry, not experiment, but I just want to get people's where people are at. You don't have to think too hard about this. So I don't want you to actually rank out movies, but maybe just give me like a couple movies that you would put in your absolute top 10. You don't have to think hard about it, but like when you think right now, without having like a full list in front of you, like what are the movies that would definitely be in the running for your top 10? I'm curious to know from everybody here, but Baron's question kind of inspired me to ask that. And Baron, I want to know from you specifically. Breaking Bad was too intense. It got too real at times. That's for sure. Got too real. Oh, Westworld season 1. Man. Oh, you were absolutely right, Virus. Westworld season 1 was some of the best television that I think I've seen as well. And it makes me so sad that the show actually got canceled. The show, after 4 seasons, the show got canceled because it's like you had this amazing premise in season 1. Season 2, I remember season 1, I watched it and I came away thinking like, oh, this is incredible television. Season 2, I came back and I said, and my like synopsis or my analysis or summary of season 2 was, I don't know what's going on, but I love it. Season 3 became, I don't really know what's going on anymore. And then I never watched season 4 is how it kind of went. So it's just like, they had such a tremendous like start to the show, and it just, it was rough. House of the Dragon was good. Yep. So many new rules now and card new after now. Where's my gift? It's my birthday. IGN is Shanks. Thanks in advance. How many S's are in there? SHANKSSSS. 4 S's. All right, I'll send you some SPS right now. Oh, all right. Well, this is all the SPS that I have. I'll send you all the SPS that I have available, which is 13 SPS. All right. Happy freaking birthday. 13 and SHANKSSSS. Happy birthday. I hope go. Come on, send. Genuinely though, I hope this year is the best year of your life. And they only continue to get better. Agreed with Westworld season 1, amazing. I'm partial to dystopian themes though. Yes, Westworld season 1 was awesome, mind-bending. Nolan's Memento was one of the first psychological thrills I watched. Got me hooked on them. Memento was just so well done as a movie. Westworld was getting crazy at the end. I didn't watch, and now I have no reason to watch because I'm like, if it just got progressively worse in season 4, then like enough that I would, enough that HBO would cancel it, then nah. Top of the list right now, Flight of Dragons, a Rankin base cartoon adaptation by the same name. Okay. Power. I never got into that. Is it really that good? That's the one on Showtime, I think, right? No, Stars. First couple seasons of Walking Dead was legit. Let's not talk about Walking Dead. I mean, I actually don't disagree with you. At the time, it was one of the best movies. One of the best shows. It was interesting, but by season 2, I was already getting annoyed with Carl's character, because it's just, season 1 was great. Season 2, they just started adding in too many like dumb moments for characters, just for the sake of drama, and it's like, and now when we have something like The Last of Us, like I look at The Last of Us, I'm just like, it's gonna be hard to top any kind of like zombie like movie. And The Last of Us isn't necessarily zombies, but it's one of the best stories that's being told in that genre of movies, in my opinion. Let's see. The Matrix, Batman Begins. I love how the fact that Batman Begins and The Dark Knight are both in there, and Inception, probably my top 4. Wow. All right. Well, those are all phenomenal picks. Yes, Walking Dead was also good, but after season 5 or 6, with major characters getting killed by Negan, felt bad. So here's my journey with Walking Dead. First season was great. Second season, I started to question it a little bit more. Third and fourth season, I started hate watching. And I'm sorry for the spoilers here, but there was a guy. Just mute it for like 10 seconds. There was a guy named Eugene, and he became the only person that I was interested in, because apparently he knew the reason or whatever, and then it ended up being a lie. And literally that episode, when he revealed that it was a lie, I stopped watching, because I'm like, I don't care anymore. The characters are not compelling enough for me to watch, and the fact that I was only interested in the broader story, and then you find out that that's not the case, I was like, I'm done. So that's when I stopped watching. Wow, thanks. After sound here in the Philippines sooner or later. All right, awesome, man. Well, happy birthday and good luck. Ahoy, do you like anime, One Piece? I don't watch anime. Sorry, it's just never been my thing. I know I'm probably missing out. The only animated shows that I watch, actually the only real animated show that I'll watch and rewatch is Rick and Morty. Again, I love the sci-fi themes in Rick and Morty. It's one of the most original. There's so many original, mind-bending ideas in there that are so well done. The humor always gets me. There was another show I was watching last year. Oh, there's 2 shows. Hold on. Again, not anime, but animated shows. Not kids animation, but adult animation was Invincible. Was fun. If you guys are watching that, that's on Amazon Prime. And then actually they're both on Amazon Prime. Invincible, and then the Legend of Vox Machina. That should be a collaboration with Splinterlands. Like, the characters that they have in there are interesting. It kind of fits in that fantasy realm. And I feel like the Legend of Vox Machina is a small enough IP that, Splinterlands is kind of at its level right now. Invincible is a great show. Yeah, it's fun, man. I remember watching the first episode and being like, this is cool. Like, it's interesting, right? I don't know what's gonna happen with it. It felt like a cartoon Batman origin story, or whatever. And then you get to the post credits of episode 1, and I'm like, holy crap, what is this show? All of a sudden, I went from like liking it to loving it. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on, but this is gonna be phenomenal. You should watch Tokyo is Sinking for anime. That one is crazy and it's short. Yeah. See, this is the kind of anxiety I get when I think about starting a new show. So like, yeah, I want to. Man, I wish I could just like sit around all day and watch TV. That would be awesome. It's dark though, so be careful. I don't mind dark. In fact, I like darker, grittier themes than just happy stuff. It's not a show, it's a movie. Ooh, okay. See, I've actually really enjoyed jumping into movies now, because movies, I know the story's going to be done in like 2 to 3 hours, whereas a show, I'm just like, I'm going to have to commit like days to this thing. Vox Machina has the season 2. I still need to watch. Yeah, I saw that. I'm waiting for a chance to sit down and then binge through it. because the episodes are short, right? I think if I remember correctly, it was only like 20-30 minutes. So I'll probably have like a Saturday cheat day where all I want to do is like eat like garbage and sit in front of the TV and push all my work to Friday and Sunday, and then I'll binge watch it. So not today. Not today. We got the Super Bowl today. Maybe next week. We'll see. Can't wait for season 2 of Invincible. Even us lurkers love Vox Machina. Wibble coming out just to show some love for Vox Machina. It's not a show, it's a movie. All right, if you like Dark Bro, watch Tokyo is Sinking. You'll like it. Hold on, let me Google it right now. Actually, I don't use Google anymore. What's the search engine I use? Tokyo is Sinking. I use Brave Search, I guess. I can't find it. I'm typing in Tokyo is Sinking, and I'm getting all of these geology sites. Is it Tokyo Peril and Promise? No. What? All right, whatever. Let's see if I can find it later. How is Darkest Night doing? He's good. Oh, I guess it's Sunday. He usually hops on. He's I don't want to reveal his personal whatever, but he obviously wasn't free today. He might join in on Tuesday. We'll see. But I think he's doing well. We should have an 8th day in a week. Our weekend should be Saturday, Sunday, and binge day. You know what will be great though? I feel like there's been a push towards 4-day work weeks. 4-day work weeks. You're starting to hear that in a lot of like the US working culture. I would love for that to actually be implemented. The problem is like I work it wouldn't affect me because I literally work every day. I'm always doing something. So, but for traditionally, when I did have like a 9 to 5, I would have loved that. Saturday, Sunday, and binge day. And what's interesting to me is like, I feel like it starts off as like a slow kind of movement, and then some kind of catalyst comes in and makes it happen, right? So for a long time, a lot of companies were pushing towards, or not a lot of companies, but a lot of like newer, not tech companies, but companies that had solid tech were starting to push towards the work from home kind of like thing, right? Before the pandemic, like, a job would be enticing because it's like, oh, you can like do 1 day a month from home or 1 day a week from home or whatever the case is. Then the pandemic hits and everybody realizes, oh, wait, like the world didn't crash and burn with everybody working from home. And so now all these like remote companies are popping up, a lot of corporate culture, a lot of smaller companies, especially. And I saw this, right? A lot of smaller companies will start to give up their crazy expensive office space and just do like smaller hotel style things. Because they get to save a lot of overhead, and then the employees are happier, stuff is still getting done. So yeah, I don't know. I wonder if this movement for 4-day work weeks will actually hit that same kind of evolution and exponential curve at some point. Is that the same as Japan Sinks 2020? Japan is sinking, my bad. Oh, okay. So Japan is sinking movie is what I'm searching right now. Oh, is it from 2006? Doomsday: The Sinking of Japan, directed by Shinji Higuchi. Well, I'm off to feed the animals again. Have a great birthday, Luthien. See you, Liberty Guy. Have a good one. And if Venice is sinking, oh, Liberty Guy. Oh, I don't know if he's probably gone, but we need to do another guild hang in the Discord. I missed the last one. I thought we were gonna do one last night. And if Venice is sinking, Spirit of the West, look it up. Great song. Okay. Yeah, Japan is Sinking 2020. It's on Netflix. It's a show, but it's like 2 hours long. It's 5 hours. I don't remember it being that long. Not to get off topic, but anyone have any tips on doing a rental account? I want to start a new alt with gold level cards to build up the new reward cards. Oh, this should be the topic. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean rental account though? That. Oh, do you mean like having an account that just rents cards as your alt? I'd be interested in this too. I have 2 alts that are just sitting there doing nothing. So it would be kind of nice for them to be doing something, but part of me is like looking at it now and I'm just like, okay, what would I need? Well, actually, so this is interesting because now I forgot who mentioned it earlier. And I apologize. Just there's a lot of comments and I don't remember who said it, but somebody mentioned there's like they were able to play their bot account is going into gold, even though it just has death and water as its splinters for silver. So that to me is interesting because it's like, well, if I want to go through and like max out, you know, a death and water splinter. Oh, sorry. Let me find it here. Sorry, I don't know what I'm clicking on. All right, so water. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how far it could go. Because I would love to collect. Let me put it this way. I don't, since I'm struggling so much to level up my cards, my worry is that by the time these go out of print, even if I was to max out my deck right now. Okay, so here's the situation. I wonder if Virus, you're going through something similar. Although I do think you have a max deck already. But like for me, it's like I don't care to have a max chaos deck anymore. And even if I did, right, if I was to put the $2,000 in to max my chaos deck, then if I was to put in 2K or whatever it is to max my chaos deck and play in like higher diamond, maybe get into champion, I don't think that would get me more cards, right? Necessarily. Like I'm playing in diamond already with my deck. So again, this kind of goes back to the whole, is it worth it to play at the higher levels or is it worth it to play at the lower levels? I would actually wonder if I just start botting accounts in silver, for example, to collect cards so that when the cards actually go out of print, I will have a diverse collection that will hopefully be enough to be maxed for the rewards cards. Since I'm still playing mostly in gold and diamond, all I want is to make sure that, you know, I can max out the reward cards. And I just don't think that the pace that I'm going at right now, I'll be able to do that with my deck. But yeah. Binge X-Files. Let's go. I never got into X-Files. I know I'm missing out. I want to run a majority of cards for it. I haven't tried it before. I think he wants to bot but rent the cards. Wasn't there botting services that would do that? I think Peak Monster has auto rental system. I think Peak Monster's auto rental was just Spikes, where it rents out your cards and reprices them. Yeah, it would. You're right. I mean, I don't. There was a bonding service out there that I thought was going to do this, but I guess I'm wrong. Oh, it's Gathering the Magic. I only have max death and almost max water. Rest are mid silver, and I'm in gold 1. Yeah, see, okay, so Gathering the Magic. Thank you. Did you do a video on this? I'll have to double check. In my opinion, it's better to bot in leagues you have the cards for. You'll get the most amount of rewards that way. That's what I've seen, at least. Yeah, okay, so the fact that like now, okay, and let's put it this way. Obviously, this isn't going to be a perfect calculation. Enter cards. Let me close out a couple of these just to... This won't be a perfect calculation, but we can just get an idea. So like to max out a silver deck right now is going to cost roughly 1,200, right? But if you're only going to get 2 splinters and I guess some of the neutral cards, you could probably do that for half, like $600. And then you have, you know, for that same 1,200, you'd have 2 accounts that would be able to play potentially in, you know, silver 2, silver 1, or in Gathering the Magic's case, even stretch up into gold 1. I wonder what the earnings are like in bronze. Because here's the thing, I actually don't care about the SPS and the value. What I want is for it to get reward cards. So even looking at this now, part of me says, well, if I bought like at the lowest levels and I just get like, a maxed bronze deck, basically just so that I'm able to collect cards down in bronze to supplement my deck once these actually go out of print, that might be interesting. Yeah, I'd have to sit down and test it out. Something to think about. And bronze is significantly cheaper too. Was it $372? So you only need half of that. It's like 200. Okay. Nah, peak monsters will rent decks for you. I'm pretty sure. Interesting. Okay. That's how bigger farms do it. I thought I could be wrong. The team is going to walk about the soulbound thing. That's what I'm betting on. Oh, walk back. Yeah, when the soulbound reward card thing came out, a lot of the rumbling that I heard from those with like higher assets felt it was a very Web 2 move. The thing is, it was done as a way to combat bots, right? But here we are talking about botting in order to get more cards, right? And so again, it's funny because what is the motivation, right? So for me, I don't care about the extractable value. The reason I would do this is because instead of me leveling my cards up from gold to diamond, which is like essentially doubling the amount that I've put into gold, the fact that the argument could be made in some cases that for me to just build multiple bronze decks or multiple silver decks and put them and just let them bot in the lower levels so that I can get the reward cards later. Again, I don't know if that's accomplishing the goal that the team was trying to do. Now, the broader goal of like reducing extractable value, I think, is yes, but ultimately, I don't know if it's going to slow down the amount of botting that people do, because it's funny if like bot farms that were just extracting value start to walk back or reduce the amount that they're doing because it's just not as profitable as it used to be for whatever reason. But look at folks like us. Virus is talking about it. I'm talking about it. Like, I'm sure there's many people who have actually gone and done it where they've created separate accounts or new accounts and just filled it up with these extra cards to farm more of the reward cards. Now, what they do with the reward cards, I don't know. And I'm still confident in the fact that ultimately it will be better because these reward cards just won't be dumped on the market. There will be some kind of fee to unlock them, which will require burning DEC or burning vouchers or whatever the case is. So I'm good with that. And I think that we're still on a better path. But if it's trying to reduce the amount of botting that's happening in the game, I think that's not going to be the case. Now, I think hopefully it'll reduce the amount of bad botting, right? If we can call it that, versus good botting. But again, like if I'm just being objectively neutral about all of it, like what is bad botting versus good botting? Like why would you judge someone for like extracting value or like dumping cards on the market? Like they have every right to do that. And that's not something that you should look at from a personal decision. That's just something that you should look at from an economy design decision. And so then if you're looking at the way that the team is looking at it, I think this is better because now those cards don't get dumped on the market. And then you have folks like me who are heavily invested into the ecosystem and just want to get more stuff within the ecosystem that are the ones doing the botting, right? So if I had to like take a position of good versus bad, that's how I would look at it without judgment. But it's just like that's how I would look at it from like my motivations for botting versus somebody who wants to come in and set up 10,000 accounts to, dump the reward cards on the market. Again, no judgment. I'm just saying that's what it is. Bronze card turnout is very low. Okay, yeah, read that. I stuck a bunch of 1 to 2 BCX cards in it for now to get it up in League, and it already hit gold 2. Wow, what? That's awesome. How? I'm so curious now. 1 to 2 BCX cards. I guess by the end of the season, they just keep on rocking and rolling, huh? Hold on, just wanted to check. Okay. Yeah, but just bought my gold foil raw. Congrats. They might have a soulbound set, but they will definitely add reward cards that you can sell right away, probably for Rebellion. Yeah, we're not going to get new reward cards for a while. That would just dilute what's happening right now. I mean, it's not that I disagree with you, Alex, but I don't think that they're going to change anything until these are out of print. And there's a good chance that these stay in print for at least a year. So throughout the rest of 2023, I think it's a safe bet that we're just going to have these soulbound reward cards. Maybe they add a couple more in when Rebellion comes out, but I actually don't think they even need to. I think they can let Rebellion come out, and again, I'm thinking Rebellion comes out not necessarily in Q3, maybe sometime Q4, or like we'll say late Q3, early Q4, like a September, October timeframe. And then in that way, they're not going to add a ton more cards into the system on top of Rebellion. So if they have that, it's going to be, Rebellion comes out September, October, and then they give it 4 months of those new cards, those new Rebellion cards, changing the meta, the new modern meta of Rebellion and Chaos Legion as card sets. And then we get to January of 2024, which would be the time that they reevaluate and say, how many cards have we printed? Should we move now to Rebellion cards? And if so, how is that looking? Whether we should do Soulbound or not, right? I think they'll make a decision in roughly a year from now. So we're good for the next year. I think this is what we have. 21 cards and 121 chests so far as of this last video. Isn't it supposed to be 33%? I'll keep grinding though. You do your thing, gather the magic. They were talking about a soulbound reward set after this one. I mean, that's what this is, right? My assumption is if this for them, if the team looks at the data analytics for it and says like ultimately it's better for the economy, I don't think they'll ever move back, because what it does is it doesn't allow people to devalue the cards while they are currently in print, which is something that I think they're struggling with Chaos Legion and with Chaos Legion rewards. So with Chaos Legion, the cards got devalued because sure, they printed a lot, but also they didn't have any kind of burning mechanism or increase in pack price over time. Look at the GLX, GLG framework, right? And how those packs go up as you sell more of them. So if they do something like that for Rebellion, that will actually push the card prices of Rebellion up, because the scarcity will be felt as you go along. And then on the secondary market, the prices will actually be competitive, because after we sell, say, 6 million, 7 million packs, the number goes up, right? Or the price of the store pack goes up, meaning that the price of secondary pack should follow it, meaning that the card values technically should or could follow that too. But again, there's a lot of other factors that play into that. But if they do that with Rebellion, then it will be good for them in that way to keep the card values. On the flip side, with the reward cards, if this ends up being successful, well, now you don't have reward cards selling on the market for a penny. And we'll see in a year, 18 months, 2 years, what that looks like when people have the opportunity to quote unquote dump them on the market. And again, if there is going to be an unlock cost, which we've been told that there will be of some sort, well, then I don't think they're going to be dumped on the market for pennies. Maybe they will be, right? But I have a feeling that if there's going to be a voucher unlock, which is something I talked about in a previous video, if there's going to be a voucher unlock required, then people will probably do the economics and figure out that, well, nobody wants to buy single BCXs. Maybe it'll make sense, but it'll probably be better to level up this card for gold or silver or even maxed out, and then just spend one voucher to unlock it and then sell that on the market. You get the most return rather than selling single BCX. But again, we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. That's my kind of prediction for how they keep asset values from absolutely tanking in the middle of card sets. But we'll end up seeing where things go. They were talking about a reward set after this one. Sold on Rebellion. You can't tap today. It's all good. It's Sunday. You got a good point, but I still think they will walk it back. Wow, Alex, is that the first time you've ever complimented me? I think I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man, you guys are fun. All right, it's almost noon, so I think I'm gonna hop off here because I want to grab some food, and then I got a meeting in a little bit. What just happened? I'm speechless. I mean, Alex was just being nice to me. I didn't know how to take it. My heart just was flooded with emotion, and I couldn't, I couldn't help myself. The tears, I couldn't fight back the tears. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna actually call this one a little early today. That way I can go grab some food, knock out this meeting, knock out a little work, and then got the big game ahead. Ooh. Who do you got today? Who's gonna win? How can we make this like a fun little way to do something with the community here? I would, like I said, I was trying to set up a prop bet thing. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't even know where I have it now. So we'll just get random predictions from people here. I want to check one more thing before we bounce out. What was the question? Oh, for the Super Bowl, who do you think is going to win today? Just curious if you want to make picks. There's no like good platform for me to do this on that I could just invite you guys. That is the struggle. We make a reward pool and whoever wins the pot. I mean, that'd be fun. Luthien doesn't even know who's playing. I don't even know which teams are in it this year. All right, so never mind. I guess I'm the only one paying attention to football. That's cool. Don't care for either team. I'm a Chargers fan and wife is a Cowboys fan. Oh, this is a rough year. Cowboys did well though. Didn't they knock out they knocked out Brady? I don't know how the Chargers did, but I don't think they did well this year. Eagles 38-31. I just want a good game. So I don't really care who wins. Everyone throws 1K DEC in your score prediction, and the closest gets the pot. So, okay, what I was looking at here, which again, my bad, I failed. But they have these like prop bets, right? So you get people to enter in all these different things where it's just like, all right, will the national anthem be over or under 2 minutes? Will the coin toss be heads or tails? Will the winner of the coin toss be Kansas City or Philadelphia? Like how many points will be scored in the first quarter, in the second quarter, in the third quarter? And so there's like 14 or 15 different questions, and whoever answers them, whoever gets the most right in terms of prediction would get the a majority of the pot. Like how many touchdowns will there be? Will Patrick Mahomes have over or under 1.5 touchdowns passes? Yeah, I wish I'd looked at this up last night because I was like scrambling this morning. That's why I was late. And I was just trying to figure out a way to like set it up so that I could just post a link here and people could sign up. And I was going to do like, 1,000 DEC or 10 SPS or something like that. Just make it something easy that people can get into. But the way that it's set up here is not going to allow for me to just easily work it before the end of the stream. So I think we'll just leave it. But all right, guys, I want to wish you an awesome week ahead. I hope you have fun if you're watching the Super Bowl up ahead. If you're cheering for a team, I hope they win. Oh, hold on. Wait, virus? Hold on. Everyone sends a Heatsmith or a Pellicor mercenary for their pick. Winning sides. Winning pick sides do a death wheel. That's actually kind of funny. Everyone sends a Heatsmith or Pellicor mercenary for their pick. Wait, but then how, like, is there an easy way to track like who sends cards where? I'm trying to log into the YT account right now. What does the YT account have? Okay, you know, we're gonna do this. We're gonna find a way. There's only like 20 people here anyway, so we will do it this way. I just want to see what cards do I already have in this account. Yes, Hive Explorer should show what cards they sent. Yeah, I know, it just doesn't show cleanly. I wish they showed it cleanly in the game. Okay, so owned level 1 cards. All right. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, because people have delegated Heatsmiths. So let me go ahead and just combine all the Heatsmiths that are here, which is only like 7 of them. That way we'll know who sent. Not know, but we'll have an accurate amount. Okay, so, and then Pellicor Mercenary. Perfect. Okay, so here we go. Here are the rules, okay? See you later, Will of D. LOL. Peak Monsters Explorer does, right? Yeah, it's just I'll need to go back through and then see who all sent them. Man, I wish I could code and make a dashboard. All right, there's only 24 people here, so this should be relatively easy to track if we need to go down through it. I may just need your help, but everything will be verifiable on the blockchain anyway. So here's what we are going to do. If you are cheering for the Chiefs, or you think the Chiefs are going to win, send a Heatsmith, right? Send it to the Aftersound YT account. Those have both been cleared out of 1 BCX card, so don't send higher than a 1 BCX card. If you're cheering for the Eagles, send a Pellicor Mercenary, okay? So you can send it to the YT account, and basically, if your team wins, so the Chiefs, or whatever it is, if your team wins, I'm going to take the pool of people that essentially. I'll take the pool of people who. How should we do this? I'll take the pool of people of the winning team, and then I will put those folks into a death wheel for the Jared Scar that was won. Yes, so it's the Aftersound YT account. You just send it, and then I'm not trying to collect cards here. So if we can remember who sent what, I'll try to send you all back your 1 BCX cards. Sound fair? But essentially, if you pick the winning team, it's like well, actually no, it'll be free if I send you the cards back. But that might be a lot of work, so I can't promise it. All right, so VT Mac Guru just sent someone. All right, we got an Eagles pick here. All right, so that's how it'll work. All right, so only send a 1 BCX card. Or yeah, you know what? The winner. We could do it this way. So we'll include these 1 BCX cards with the winners. So you'll get a Jared Scar and then all the cards in the pack, or all the cards in the thing. So it's a penny to enter in, right? If you don't have a 1 BCX card, you can go grab one from the market. Virus, what would I do without you, man? Great ideas. All right, so Heatsmith or Pellicor Mercenary. No, you didn't miss. Happy birthday, Weird Beard. What's going on, man? What are you doing here? You should be going out having the time of your life. But I appreciate you stopping by. All right, so here are the final rules. Thanks to Virus, we have a way to have some fun with this, and we'll go through it and do the giveaway on Tuesday's stream. Okay, so the Aftersound YT account, which is just Aftersound YT for YouTube, is is essentially, or sorry, it has a Jared scar that it won on its last thing. So we're going to give that away. The way that you can enter in is you pick your team. Who do you think is going to win? Either the Chiefs or the Eagles. Now the Chiefs, which are red, you need to send a Heatsmith, one Heatsmith to the Aftersound YT account. For the Eagles, which are green, you have to send one Pellicor Mercenary. Both of those cards are going for a penny right now on the market. So if you don't have one, you can go grab one. If your team wins, okay, if the team you picked wins, I will take the entire pool of people that won, right? So let's say the Eagles win. I will take all the people who sent Pellicor Mercenaries. I will put them on to a death wheel, and we will figure out who wins the Jared Scar, as well as all of the reward cards sent. So it's 1 penny to enter in, and then I don't have to worry about, sending back a bunch of cards to people. But that's how we'll do it. So good luck to everyone. I won't enter in. But if you want to get in, it's Aftersound YT. Thank you to Virus for posting that. And yeah, you can just make your picks. Dragon, what's going on? I know it's been a long time. How are you? I have a wife and kid. Birthdays just mean I get to sleep in and have somebody else pick up the dinner. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Happy 19th birthday, Weird Beard. Looking good. Looking good at 19, I'll say. Happy birthday, Weird Luthien. May your B-days be ones to remember. Except I think SPL aged 25 years. Max, you're lost. Okay, Max, just if you're following the Super Bowl, just pick a team, right? It's either the Chiefs or the Eagles. And whichever team you pick, if it's the Chiefs, send a Heatsmith. If it's the Eagles, send a Pellicor Mercenary. And yeah, the winning group, the winning team will have all those pool applicants be put into a death wheel for the Jared Scar giveaway, as well as all of these 1BCX cards that come in. So if you're picking the Eagles, send me, not me, but the Aftersound YT account, a Pellicor Mercenary, the green Earth common card. Dragon, it's the Aftersound YT account. So it's just Aftersound YT for YouTube. That's the community account that we have here. And I'm getting a bunch of gifts now. So yeah, this should be fun. I mean, there's only like 20 people here, 25 people. So if we even go half and half, you're going to be on a pretty small death wheel. And then we'll do the giveaway on Tuesday. Just to make sure. Oh, no, I won't forget. But if I do, just remind me. And then I don't want to tease it yet, but keep an eye out for, hopefully, fingers crossed, if I can get everything done on the production side, some Holy Auto Tuna stuff tomorrow too as well, which should be fun. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I'm hungry. I'm going to grab some food, going to knock out some work, and then we're going to watch the big game. And I actually don't. I really, genuinely don't care who wins. I just want to see a good game. So hopefully it ends up being a good game. Yes, Holy Auto Tuna, let's go. Should be a fun one. For the upcoming Valentine's Day. We'll have more to talk about on Tuesday. Hopefully once it is out. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the next video. I'll see you around the game. Oh, that's my usual outro for the video, so that's kind of awkward. I shouldn't use it here. But I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend. Awesome start to your week for those of you where it is Monday already. Yeah. Don't eat too much. Don't drink too much. I mean, live your life. I won't tell you what to do. Just be safe. Be safe and have fun. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.